Looking for royalty-free music? Discover Epidemic Sound. Get the safest music subscription for content creators with over 35,000 tracks and 90,000 sound effects. Start your 30-day free trial today.
We found our rhythm for staying well. So let's keep up the good work by following public health measures. A message from the Government of Canada.
Yeah. Surfer. Loud. On stop.
Chicha.
Did I get my money straight? Fill my grandma plate. Am I underpaid, deserving more breaks? Guilty. Did I break it up? Cutting case to cuffs. Am I better now or because you in the dust? Guilty. Do I got a lot of regrets, traded for the checks. Am I super stressed, thinking what's next? Guilty. Did I hit the lot, hit the mall, hit the shop, burn every single thing that I got? Guilty. Filthy, filthy, hard to tell but really. Southside, I die Chicago, that's it put me. Feel me, man saying that to kill me if they see me that I'm illy. Really look, you silly. I hit any city, even LA, even Philly. I ain't checking in, bill me like a roach sought to kill me. And my strap prop, bibly, paraplegics even feel me. Counting cash like a milli. A milli up on you fools. It's silly that you hate me, I did nothing to you. That you do, you must be sniffing on glue. Oh, remind me again. Who the f are you? Did I get my money straight? Fill my grammar plate. Am I underpaid, deserving more breaks? Guilty. Did I break it up? Cutting case the cuffs. Am I better now or because you in the dust? Guilty. Do I got a lot of regrets? Traded for the checks. Am I super stressed? Thinking what's next? Guilty. Did I hit the lot, hit the mall, hit the shop, burn every single thing that I got? Guilty. Isn't me, it isn't shit. You run your mouth, I run my biz. I am too hot for you to get. If water touch me, sound like you can't even out the shit. I am too far ahead with this. I made too much money in them taxes. Did you get it? Did you split it? Did you lit it? Did you squid it? Did you flip it? I done got it. Yeah, I'm guilty about it. Said I wasn't about it. People used to doubt it. Now my pockets well endowed. Hit them all and spin. I'm the one and only fairy tellers know me. Tell these wolves that they can blow me like I'm saying chinny. Who the f is them? They ain't pay their dues, and y'all get mad at me like that's hell for you. Did I get my money straight? Fill my grammar plate. Am I underpaid, deserving more breaks? Guilty. Did I break it up? Cutting case the cuffs. Am I better now or because you in the dust? Guilty. Do I got a lot of regrets? Traded for the checks. Am I super stressed? Thinking what's next? Guilty. Did I hit the lot, hit the mall, hit the shop, burn every single thing that I got? Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
冇事開始。Good morning, evening. In the division of that Rook what's up? For small version 2. Rook game is currently on the rise, so I will replace it. Better, smarter, newer, and all that jazz. And the journey for Rook will be continuing yet a gosh. We're finishing it, hopefully. Genshin update is, I think, ends at 8. So we should see. It should be finished before then, eh? Not that we're trying to rush or anything. Ha! Anyway, without further ado, let's begin. Okay, cool. Anyway, let's start. Last left on the final level. Final mission leading to the final level. Don't know the name, but I feel like probably trying to talk my way at it. I think we're ready here. Oh, even let you.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be
Not
advised that
machine
the
it down
punishment for
this time.
trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
Wow. That's
Not
the link.
permitted to leave until you remit payment for your fines and submit yourself to execution. Only after your smoking corpse is thrown from an airlock will we lift the lockdown on your spacecraft.
Captain, I would not recommend this course of action.
Got just the thing.
Okay. I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the idea of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like before you die. Tartarus Docking Authority, signing off.
Transmission terminated.
Here we go.
Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance? Take care. I
That's all we
require
got.
a functioning captain to run the ship.
Yeah, we're coming back. The works. Alright, let's do this. So we're gonna bring Felix and Yoga. Why you're serious soon? Now. Finish this the best I can. So recent. What is start? Giants Greek space plane. Oh wow. Guess start using it here, huh? Should be careful. Imagine if we didn't have the right dial, we would have to fight our way in here.
Looking good, soldier.
I feel like probably the entire spaceship is going to be restricted.
I've got to admit, I'm not too keen on walking into a prison.
God, that
If you lock
helmet.
me up, I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
Gonna get locked anyway. Cause I don't think capture is easy.
Lead the way.
Everything we did.
I got your back.
So the first thing they tried to do here is tell me to submit myself for execution. Yeah, it doesn't seem like mercy is in their vocabulary here. The group here. Concern. Oh, wait, it looks like some chat box. We have 3 chances to escape. Can I make it? Can I make it? What's this? Ah, crap. Lower chances here.
Error. Employee information not found. Identify yourself. Error.
Pursuing.
Paradox. Error.
Da-da-da. Refill. Okay, what can we do about this situation here? Sure. Can I... Yeah, God damn it. 75. God, it's like a basically like amazing here. They do not do well with us. Okay. I think this is the way here. And there's no one up here. Perfect. Oh, shit. Area in an area. Okay. Now one with the industry falling. Where it will take us 7 days to get there. It's the endlessly falling, so that's not right. It just takes a long while, but there is a bottom. Okay. Got a flagship plan already. Disney probably have like 75 restrictions, so I mean, you can't do it. We're just gonna walk our way normally there. Refresh, so we can try to talk our way out of it. Oh, so, what's like the actually clever way of doing this here? I got like so big high. What the heck? Suddenly getting assistance, it seems. This kind of came out of left field here. My camo refresh too. Oh, I was not expecting that to happen. Guys should go help out. Looks like insurgency going on or something. Okay. Go up here. It's gonna run out soon.
I think someone's coming. Alright, hushing up.
You sir. God damn it.
New here. I didn't think we were hiring more staff.
Yeah, but still.
Okay.
Alright, there we go.
Keep your eyes out for dissidents.
This thing is refreshing, just go as normal then, I guess. Somebody. Who the heck placed all this stuff here? Why is it confusing? Okay. I feel like we should be saving here.
Well, look who it is.
Easy, huh? Oh.
I'll be damned. I was
Sudden
in the
big shot.
studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. And I see you've brought the kid along. Babysitters may be expensive, but they're worth it, you know.
Yeah, keep talking, pal. I'll just keep thinking of a place to bury your body.
Ah, I knew I smelled Monarch when you lot walked in. The stench of sulfur, depression, and desperate bravado is unmistakable.
Keep talking, and you'll be smelling iron. Ain't nobody so important I won't put a bullet in him.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens. My word!
So, just let me through.
You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable.
Oh my god.
It's a wonder what
Yeah,
thing he
Major.
saw in you.
Congratulations,
Then
you
again,
accomplished a
he's
basic
an
human
insane
function.
person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man.
You read that.
He is
The
an
corp.
extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he?
Stinky.
Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us.
Oh, some
As
guys
far as
consider
my
that.
boring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working class man. It's a miracle.
He's gonna actually do some
Go on,
purpose.
wake them up. Add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what
That's
half-baked
dead, we
plans
know.
that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
Oh, language. Family-friendly
Trying
stream.
to clean up your mess.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way.
Relax. I can
If
fix
I
this.
and my people can ride it out in luxury and happiness, yes, yes, I would. I don't know if you've noticed, Captain, but Halcyon's pretty much a lost cause.
Ooh,
I'll
there's a
admit,
chance.
there's no shortage of talent in the scientists and engineers there. Look, I'm not a
Persuade
reasonable
now.
man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive,
With your authority.
I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board on your plan.
This is a bit forced by myself.
Rockwell's the biggest monster in Halcyon. You got any idea how many lives he's destroyed? How many people he's hurt? I've had enough. You even think about cooperating with this animal? And you and I are finished.
God damn it. It's good at calling.
Stick it where the stars don't shine. We're done.
You know, you're a
it's
stronger
fine.
captain than I gave you credit for. Maybe you really can make the tough decisions.
Rock awesome. What is? Ah, those Felix, I guess. I didn't need him anyways. It's fine. There we go. I'm not a big fan of Shoto's in. It's all good. Stop the skies. Alright. Fly out our room.
All right, MSI.
Alright, jumping wasn't
I'm
the best
not one
idea.
for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight.
Ah. These guys hanging out.
The chairman himself is here. He ain't just a fugitive.
Who's AI, man?
What? Are you new here?
What? Ah, crap.
I didn't think we were hiring more staff. Oh,
Are
no.
you taking one shit?
Don't tell anyone, please. Thank you.
Ooh, no reverse card. Are you disobeying completely protocol? No, you're disobeying completely protocol. Oh my god, it keeps going here.
Calm before the storm and all that.
Damn it, can I go back to the ship and get another companion real quick? Okay. No. Alright. Oh.
Captain,
Look at this.
you have an uncanny talent
Ah,
of
there's a scent.
complicating my life. You've
Sophia.
been working with Dr. Wells from the beginning. When we moved to
Oh
arrest
crap,
him,
I just realized
he was
his
prepared.
dialogue boost.
I lost good
My
soldiers
levels.
in the attempt. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing
Just
I
an
despise
endgame
more
big
than
bad.
uncertainty. Typical.
Bing.
Running your mouth in the middle of a crisis. It's almost as if you delight in chaos. The force of your personality is well documented. I simply never imagined you could turn the system upside down through charisma alone.
You're welcome.
I should have dealt with you a long time ago. You were always too dangerous to leave unchecked. I suppose I shouldn't be
You
surprised
must.
by your impertinence. Leaving you alive was my greatest mistake.
Someone's gotta
It is a
stick out their
mistake
arse.
I intend to correct.
The
I
cookies,
have
cream, and
Dr.
ice cream.
Wells in my custody. Once I've secured his cooperation, I can move forward with the program. I can repair the damage you've done. I can set things right.
So much I.
Fair
We can
enough.
talk about this.
I'm giving you exactly one chance to parlay with me.
Oh,
Anyone with
charm.
eyes can see that you're talented, Captain. I only wish
Ah?
you used your talents for good. You wander the system, doing as you please, answering to no one. Your mere existence throws Halcyon into chaos. I simply can't have that.
Okay,
The
the
board
boys
is
then.
you had so much potential. I'm not in you were always an unknown variable.
Oh, maybe.
That isn't true. That experiment was absolutely essential to the program. My science... I haven't given up. I haven't lost control of the labyrinth yet.
Ah, crud.
Our security system is still operational.
Damn it. That won't work. Seems we really need to feel like that. Don't have enough bloody cat skills or whatever. So that we can get there. Maybe we need to equip something that can give us speech skills. This is before he left us here. Let's. What's that? Or like dialogue or like a ton then. Persuade? Just dump it into here. Okay. Persuade here. Let's try this again. What's this announcement? Oh, he's not.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization. If I and
Fix it.
Oh, look.
Persuade. And then, okay, that's should pick that instead. What do we got? Got some new stuff. 54. Though, it's already endgame, really doesn't matter. Okay, cool. So he's actually with us this time. Hopefully now we can convince her. Let's go this way.
I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So
Now why you pointing the gun at me? Seems like he's the sort that's good at one of those like office workers that's like good at doing stuff.
Cause I'm not. Take a breath now, folks. Once we're up there, I suspect we ain't gonna have time to stop shooting.
Captain.
Quite right. Da-da. Da, and then we'll be cheeky again. Talk about this.
Interesting that you think
Persuade.
I'm going to die here. I believe I'm more than capable of taking you on. So full of confidence as always. If you're trying to make me nervous, it
Give me some camera angles on the scientist.
I've devoted my entire life to protecting Halcyon. I'm not afraid to die in the line of duty. There isn't much of a
We're
board
done
left,
for.
thanks to you. You've thrown this system into disarray. Cleaning up your mess will be the work of a lifetime.
I've even touched
You're
that one.
always an unknown variable. I tried to recruit you, but you threw your lot in with that madman, Phineas Wells. Yes,
Come on,
my
it's just
scientists assure me that experiment is
Assassin.
absolutely... I haven't lost control of the labyrinth.
Lie 80.
This
Hack 80. Okay, now that won't work. I think we really need more skill points. Oh, maybe I need to actually reset this down on my point to the persuasion then. Okay. So we're actually at 60. Actually, maybe we should just load from here instead. Let's go all the way back. Thankfully, not much combat. Just walking and talking here. Some of extend games like that. It's like Chernobyl, the last mission, the prison raid. Prison rate? No, rack the rate. Okay. Go this way. There we go. And just dump everything into these skills here. How far? Is it 90? And then this one also into 90. And then hack and lie, I think. And then also plus the okay, hopefully this should be enough. Let's go for this again. Mark speed, sprint speed, XP, Thunder, that's on a solo, swing, lifesteal, and that is all. Did I reset these guys too? They did. Unintended side effect. And their arm as well. Forehead, and now everything has been lost here. As you can see, I'm not the best at thinking ahead here. Okay, I should bring Vicar instead. No, but he helps boost my. We don't need persuasion now. Bring Yoka and Vicar with me. Okay. God, what I want to do in my save.
I am pleased.
Hit like a wet sponge. Hit like a wet sponge, we can lie away out of anything.
Wait.
Goodbye.
There we go.
Do return in one piece.
Cool. Come on. Just random stops up. Super annoying. Load again. Let's be optimal about this. Hello, fellow sleuths. I am nothing concerning to see him. Nice power. Oh, yeah, it's a different game.
Perhaps we should.
Need to equip you real quick.
We'll meditate on that as we make our descent.
I've got to admit, I'm not too keen on walking into a prison. They lock me up, I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
Sure, fine. Got more than enough power here.
Whew. We have a lot
Sure,
of
this comes to worse. Yes, I know it's not gonna take a ladder here or the lift. First, you gotta go this way. See if we can energy to call this here. Go. This will come. Wish it showed like a number design, like how much each activity costs. It's doing it. Okay. Where does it assume or separate area? So it's actually a reversed of like the Greek legend, as we're going up every single time. Sit down. Sweet. Oh wait, actually, I could go to the door, couldn't we? Because we actually leveled our hacking skills this time. Okay, let's reset. Oh crap. Right? Oh, it's actually not that bad. It's only 50. We could have gone through it on the previous playthrough. What's this do? Just lower stuff? God damn. There's no reason to be here then. Except to pick up some of this. Oh, it looks like we're gonna have to. Shh. No one here sees nothing. There we go. Nice. Oh, he's getting invisible. That's not fair. Alright, there's a secondary. Crap. Okay, we're still gonna get caught then.
Let's go, troops. Stellar base counting on us.
Go. There's these guys. Huh? So this is the benefit of saving them then. Why losing a rep? That's not the one fighting here. They could really just let it run right past it. Weird. Oh, my thing reset. Right, let's rewind. You only notice every single time here.
What was that? Not so fast. You knew
Ah,
here.
crap.
I didn't think we were hiring more staff. Whoa,
Dude.
nothing. Okay.
Go. This. Leadership skills. Rangers. 39. 50. Yeah, this is better. You again. Boom. Line. Come on, there we go.
Is that what you were doing at the ministry? Look,
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not an unreasonable man.
Listen to all this again. Perfect.
Here they come.
Hello. What other shooter? What the fuck? What? What? This level's completely wrong with me this time. And oh my god. It didn't save from the guy this time. That's not a situational save then. It's a time thing. That time just happened to save at a convenient location, it seems. God damn it. That's mildly annoying. This the one accessing the computer. this just in case. Go. Go around. And we can just run. Possible.
Let's go, troops. Stellar base counting on us.
Yeah, that's just the scenic route. God, he obliterated us so quickly. Jeez.
Are you new here?
Okay,
How you think
catch
you are?
up. Go. And go. And with level 54 armor, it seems. Just absolutely steamed us. Save this time. Go through that unpleasant experience again. Gosh. That's what they're announcing. Criminals actually on our side now. There we go. And none of them are opposed this time. Guess their morals aren't as uptight. You guys be on my side. Okay.
All right, MSI.
This way.
I'm not
Get
one
in there.
for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight.
I don't really help her if he didn't have enough dialogue skills to get ourselves this key.
Leading up to this point, I believe I am ready for this.
Should this dialogue for
We're
after.
up there. I suspect we ain't gonna have time to stop shooting.
Oh, actually, now just wait the hell with talking. Hi, stand down.
Fair enough.
Let's not.
I'm giving you exactly one chance to play
Oh.
with me. Yeah,
Okay, maybe it's a question.
I trust my own scientists over Wells. You're telling the truth, aren't you?
Oh.
My scientists have been
Okay,
chasing
just use the
this tale
finish
for
thing.
years and calling it progress. We're going to have to start all over again. All that research, all those experiments, you've set us back decades. You were always an unknown variable.
Ah, there we go.
I tried to recruit you, but you threw your lot in with that madman, Phineas Wells. Rockwell said that.
Yeah, let's change something.
Chairman Rockwell?
Mm-hmm.
That's absurd. You're lying.
Said that.
This is another one of your tricks. I've been the chairman's most reliable associate.
His word, come on.
That insufferable, arrogant twit. After all I've done for him,
Mm-hmm.
I have given the chairman
Every-
nothing less than a lifetime of loyal, honorable service. And this is how he repays me. By leaving me twisting in the wind. Enough.
So is the voice.
I'm not going to stand here bickering with you. I was expecting the chairman's support, but I'll have to do without. I haven't given up on the program. I haven't lost control of the labyrinth yet.
Ah, there we go.
Our security system is still
Now we can pick
operational.
the final
I can
choice.
still put a stop to you.
Who wills the roundabout?
You can't
I'm just hacking it. This is just like
That is
saving
a
your breath.
remarkably excruciating and creative way to kill someone.
She's impressed by
You
that.
had it in you.
I definitely do.
Congratulations, Captain.
Oh my
You've
gosh,
outplayed
actually.
me. I accept your terms and will return Dr. Wells to your care.
Yeah.
I just hope you've
Thank
made the
you.
right decision. The fate of the
And
colony is in your
with a touch of
hands.
gentlemanness.
I bid you farewell, Captain.
Adieu, mon ami. Hardcore talking. Yeah. I wish I was just persuasive and charismatic IRL. Okay. To level me up, apparently. Hey there. Let me get you out here. What do I do with the key?
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You must have said something to get under Akande's skin. She's gone, and I don't think she's coming back. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely
She's aware of it.
your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough. What? Break into the most heavily guarded facility in the most hostile world in Halcyon? No, I have absolutely no idea how you did it. You're a goddamn miracle worker. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated. I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years.
So Earth is the canon universe.
No signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
You're quite right. We've got no choice but to make do on our own.
Earth is only an idea to us. But that idea is the bedrock the colony is built upon. If people were to find out it's gone dark, the shock could be too much to bear.
I don't want to
I
imagine
see
what
his
will
faces
happen
now.
once news gets out. Let's just keep this between us for now. We're in serious
Sequel
trouble.
baiting hard.
Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own. Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds. And then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us? You've certainly earned your freedom. Halcyon is a better place with you around. You've kept your end of our bargain. Now
The handsome Germanic robe.
I'll revive the Hope's colonists myself, and we'll get on with the business of saving this colony. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival.
And with all from our
Life
actions.
was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks.
A competing.
The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Junlei Tennyson fought to protect the Groundbreakers' independence. While the board's influence faded, mechanical difficulties forced her to rely on parts that only corporations could provide. The cost was high, and time would tell if Junlei could balance the work with her aspirations for a better future. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs.
Oh no, not employment, the horror. Welfare offices' paychecks. It's terrifying.
She understood she could never truly rely on others, so she set about making sure she wouldn't have to. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts,
employers
she was
get
finally
managers.
able to afford a ship of her own. She enjoyed
Mandatory
a long,
hours.
infamous career running
Hourly
missions
rate.
across the city.
No, please, anything
Some
but
of
that.
them were even legal. Life in Halcyon
Away
was
from me.
sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on.
So really all Akuma is actually separated.
He knew there were
Except for maybe a robot
who
saying.
carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless.
The warrior
Unshackled
priest.
from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. She seemed to prefer the company of Ada to the crew, and she could often be found neck-deep in cables and grease,
So I guess she's
telling
stable.
Ada
So.
funny stories from her childhood. While the colony fell into chaos, she found an island of relative peace with Ada, and they formed an unusual bond. She decided to remain aboard the Unreliable permanently as its chief and sole engineer. As hard as she tried to drink them away, Nyoka's memories eventually overcame her. Traveling with the crew served as a constant reminder of the family she'd lost, and so she eventually returned to Monarch to get back to what she found most comfortable, the deep end of a bottle, and the far end of a trail. Few have seen her since, but travelers often swear they hear her and her machine gun in the night,
I can get a better
screaming
thing for her
swears
then.
and spitting bullets. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony.
I barely used
This
them.
led to a boost in SAM
I guess I used them
sales.
once. Yeah.
Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. It was widely suspected that Sophia Akande was the true power behind Chairman Rockwell. However, after the riots on Tartarus, she was never again seen in the colony.
So she continues to remain a villain then.
Various theories circulated as to her fate. Some believed she boarded an interstellar ship capable of journeying to a distant colony.
It would be nice if this all carries over to the sequel, just because all that I know is coming out. Outer Worlds
Some
2.
few suggest she fled to Monarch, where she continued to live among a small band of loyalists. There is another theory, which suggests that Sophia's encounter with you changed her, and she deliberately retreated from public view, but continued supporting the colony in secret. When Dr. Wells began reviving the Hope's colonists, he found himself with a sudden windfall of additional supplies and resources, courtesy of an anonymous donor. If Wells knew who his supplier was, he never told a soul. Chairman Rockwell served as the public face for the changes in Halcyon to come. Whenever you needed strings pulled or a voice to sell a policy change, Rockwell was only too happy to oblige.
So he became my
Dr.
bitch.
Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in
Life for
acquiring
life.
these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering
Definitely a lot better if you
projects
probably do
and
all the
social
quests that are
reforms began
available
to
in the
change
game.
the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells
Just like
laid
think of all the
groundwork for
variation.
the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies.
Where's my ending?
Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? You brought an end to the chaos on Tartarus, and left Dr. Wells to his own devices. The affairs of the colony never distracted you from living out your own dreams, to captain a ship, to sail the ether, and to earn a reputation as the greatest spacer Halcyon ever had. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Yeah. That has been the Outer Worlds. Fun stuff. With that, now we can do our shtick. It took me an hour. Probably like 45 minutes if I didn't restart that time. Okay, so with that, Thank you for watching. This has been The Outer World. Game with the visual title Rook Paradise. The voice done meant by Mr. 1 Million Pure Smile. To break free from the witch's curse. If you like what you're talking, just try to subscribe to Rook Corner on YouTube. Just by doing that, then you can be free. And only once that has been done, rolling right on Mac beyond to here. Games. For the grand finale, those that feel oddly inspired. Just no. Where is it? Ah. Yay! King, good news. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Isn't it? Good morning.